Yo, things have been getting really interesting in my world, and today I'm going to tell you what has been happening. First things first, I just partnered in with a cleaning company and looking at building a second location down in Destin, Florida. Now, I know in the last couple videos I mentioned about the cleaning company and what the whole purpose of doing that is. The whole reason behind it is to take JIT Lawn Care and the cleaning company as both sister companies to help market for each other to different cities around the country. And the goal is to do it as a private equity model. What I've come to realize is if I was gonna build these service companies organically, it would take freaking years upon years to get to 50 to 100 million to make them big, right? And that would take a lot of freaking time. And so I'm trying to do it in a way that I can leverage through private equity and that structure and that model, which has been my long term ever since the beginning, using these two service companies as kind of the stepping stool to get into that private equity game. Plus, it's allowing us to put the right people in the right place while we build these companies to 50 to 100 million, making them great and exceptional companies with having the right top talent and the right systems with the capital we raise. So it's very important when I'm young that I am aware of all the ways we can leverage these companies to that scale during that time. The other thing is, as I want to create a private equity firm in the future, I have to gain credibility. But in order in the future to create a private equity firm that's going to be big in scale to acquire service companies and real estate, I need to gain massive experience. We look to build these companies in a much quicker time horizon than 30 or 40 years. The true goal is 5 to 10 years. It's going to be a big goal to get these to 50 to 100 million, but it's totally doable. And we got to do it by raising money. A lot of you have heard of OPM, other people's money. Well, this is exactly what we're trying to do. And by doing this will help us build a lot of credibility for the future as we create the private equity firm. But this is where a lot of people mess up. People will raise money and raise capital to fund for a deal, real estate deal, company deal, whatever. And then they don't know how to utilize that capital in the right way. And so they're stuck with all this money, but they don't even know what to do with it. So that's why I'm trying to partner with people who already have the experience. And now that I've been realizing it when I'm younger, I don't want to be within these operations because the time that it's going to take is not really leverageable, if that's even a word. Okay, you can't leverage your time when you're focused in the business. You got to focus on the macro, on the business, and hiring the right people to do so. So what the plan is raising that capital to find the CEOs, the CFOs, the COOs that already know with their experience how to build these type of service companies. There's only 3 things that I look at and focus at on building a service company. The first one is hiring top talent. Going back to CEOs, COOs, and CFOs, you need to find the right people and put them in the right place that are going to already have the experience to build these companies to wherever the vision is. The second one is systems. You need to have the right systems to implement so the company runs off a system. It's not running off of you. And number 3, automation. So automation goes back to systems and it goes back to the people because it helps leverage the scalability of the company a lot quicker with AI and software. And sorry, I needed to add a 4th one, but the 4th one is building an experience for the customer and for the culture of the team. Everything in a service company boils down to experience. That's financials, your team, your customers, your culture, the numbers of the company, how everything is doing, the systems, automation, AI, software, everything intertwines with the experience of the overall company. And so that's it, man. Just keeping it simple, keeping it straightforward. Man, this is how it's gonna happen and how I plan to build these 2 service companies to 50 to 100 million in 5 to 10 years.